Have you ever felt that music has the power to deeply touch your soul, to transform your heart, and renew your faith? Imagine discovering the origin of this transformative force in the Bible. Today, we will reveal how Asaph, a musical prophet, left a spiritual legacy that still resonates in every note of worship. But there is more behind these inspiring melodies than you ever imagined. What makes Asaph's music so powerful and relevant today? Stay with us to unravel this mystery and discover how Asaph's heritage can transform your way of worshiping and connecting with God. As we explore the sacred pages of the Bible, we find figures who not only played significant roles in their times, but also left enduring legacies that continue to influence generations. One such figure is Asaph, a name that resonates in the scriptures with a mix of reverence and admiration. But who was Asaph really? Asaph was one of the most prominent musicians and prophets of the Old Testament. He belonged to the tribe of Levi, the tribe designated to serve in the temple and care for Israel's religious functions. More than just a skilled musician, Asaph was a spiritual leader whose life and work reflect a deep connection with God. Asaph's genealogy reveals that he was a close relative of David, the great king of Israel. This connection not only granted him a position of influence, but also shaped his spiritual perspective. Asaph was appointed by David to be the chief of the singers, a role of great responsibility that required not only musical skills, but also a profound understanding of the scriptures and divine will. Living in a time of transition and challenges for the people of Israel, Asaph played a crucial role in maintaining the faith and worship of the people. His dedication to the service of God was reflected in every psalm he composed, every song he led, and every moment of worship he provided. But Asaph was not just a musician, he was a prophet, someone who received and transmitted God's messages to the people. Asaph's contribution to worship music is invaluable. He was a maestro whose rhythm guided not only the musicians, but also the hearts and souls of Israel. In the Psalms, we find several compositions attributed to Asaph, each echoing the voice of a man deeply connected with God. Asaph's psalms are known for their emotional and spiritual depth. They address themes such as divine justice, God's faithfulness, the struggle against oppression, and hope in times of adversity. These compositions were not merely songs. They were prayers, reflections, and declarations of faith that united the people in worship and communion with God. In the temple, Asaph led the choir, using his musical skill to create an atmosphere of reverence and devotion. His music served as a link between the human and the divine, facilitating a worship experience that transcended words. Every note played, every verse sung, was an expression of gratitude, praise, and supplication to the Creator. But being a musical leader in those times was not an easy task. Asaph faced both internal and external challenges. Internally, he struggled to maintain purity and authenticity in worship, resisting influences that threatened to divert the focus from the true purpose of worshiping God. Externally, he dealt with political and social pressures that often tried to shape worship according to their own interests. Despite these difficulties, Asaph remained steadfast in his mission, using music as a powerful tool to inspire and strengthen the faith of the people. His musical leadership not only uplifted the spirit of the community, but also served as a testament to God's faithfulness in times of uncertainty. Asaph's impact goes far beyond his own compositions. His legacy endures through the psalms he left behind, which continue to be sung and recited in worship services to this day. These psalms not only enrich the liturgy, but also offer comfort, guidance, and inspiration to millions of believers around the world. Asaph's psalms are unique in their approach to worship. They combine elements of lamentation and exaltation, encapsulating the complexity of the human experience in relation to God. In moments of pain and suffering, Asaph finds strength in God's faithfulness, encouraging the people to trust in divine justice even when everything seems lost. In times of joy and celebration, he exalts God's goodness and mercy, inviting everyone to participate in sincere and profound worship. In addition to his direct contribution to the Psalms, Asaph also influenced Israel's musical and liturgical tradition. He established high standards for worship music, encouraging perfection, emotion, and sincerity in the performance of sacred songs. His dedication to musical excellence served as a model for future generations of musicians and spiritual leaders, ensuring that the art of worship remained alive and vibrant through the centuries. But Asaph's legacy is not limited to the musical realm. He also embodies the importance of servant leadership in faith. As a leader, Asaph did not seek personal recognition, but focused on motivating the people and directing their efforts toward the glory of God. His life is a testament to humility, dedication, and unwavering love for the Lord and His people. Although Asaph lived thousands of years ago, his teachings and worship practices are still deeply relevant today. In a world where technology and modern distractions often divert people from true worship, Asaph's lessons offer a path to reconnect with God in an authentic and sincere way. Asaph teaches us that music is not just a form of entertainment, but an essential tool for worship and communion with God. Incorporating musical moments into spiritual life can enrich the prayer and praise experience, making it more vibrant and emotionally engaging. Whether through congregational singing, musical meditation, or the simple appreciation of sacred melodies, music can serve as a powerful link between the human and the divine. Asaph's leadership approach is a model for contemporary spiritual leaders. Instead of seeking power or recognition, Asaph focused on serving the community and elevating worship to God. This leadership style, centered on service and humility, can transform the dynamics of faith communities today, encouraging leaders to prioritize the spiritual needs of their congregants above their own interests. Asaph faced numerous challenges during his life, from political pressures to internal conflicts within the community of Israel. However, his faithfulness and trust in God never wavered. In times of uncertainty and difficulty, we can learn from Asaph to maintain our faith and trust in God, seeking refuge and guidance in the scriptures and prayer. Asaph's psalms are remarkable for their ability to express a wide range of human emotions, from pain and sorrow to joy and exaltation. This emotional authenticity is a valuable lesson for contemporary worship. Instead of hiding our struggles and emotions, we can learn to express them openly in worship, allowing God to be our comfort and strength in all circumstances. Asaph understood the importance of community in worship. He led not only through music but also by fostering a sense of unity and belonging among the people of Israel. Today we can follow Asaph's example by cultivating a spirit of community in our churches and faith groups, valuing each member and encouraging an environment where everyone feels included and loved. Asaph transformed music into a form of prayer, where every note and every word was directed to God. This approach can inspire contemporary artists and creators to use their artistic skills as an expression of faith, creating works that not only entertain but also edify and spiritually inspire. Asaph's influence extends beyond the psalms he composed. His impact permeates the structure and essence of contemporary Christian liturgy. Many elements of modern worship can be traced back to the practices and innovations introduced by Asaph and his contemporaries. Asaph's psalms set a standard for composing liturgies that combine praise, supplication, and thanksgiving. This balanced structure provides a clear roadmap for worship, allowing believers to engage in a full range of emotions and spiritual expressions during religious services. Asaph used music not only for worship, but also as a tool to teach and reinforce God's values and principles. Today, music continues to play this role in churches, helping to educate new generations about faith in an engaging and memorable way. Asaph's leadership encouraged the active participation of the entire church in worship. This spirit of collective involvement is reflected in current practices where the entire congregation is invited to actively participate through singing, prayer, and other forms of expression during services. Asaph's psalms demonstrate the diversity of musical expressions possible in worship, from soft and contemplative hymns to more energetic and jubilant expressions. This diversity enriches the worship experience, allowing different personalities and emotional states to find an expression that resonates with their own spiritual experiences. Throughout this video, we delved deeply into the life and legacy of Asaph, exploring how this musical prophet not only shaped worship in his time, but also left an indelible mark that continues to inspire and transform lives today. Through his music and leadership, Asaph taught us about the importance of sincerity in worship, servant leadership, and unwavering fidelity to God, even in the most challenging times. Reflecting on Asaph's journey invites us to look within ourselves and consider how we can apply these lessons in our own lives. Perhaps you are seeking to renew your own worship, strengthen your faith in the face of adversity, or find ways to lead and inspire those around you with humility and purpose. Asaph shows us that, regardless of the circumstances, it is possible to find strength and inspiration in a sincere connection with the divine and in dedication to the service of our faith community. Imagine the impact you can have on your own spiritual journey by incorporating the depth and authenticity that Asaph exemplified. Let his story inspire us to seek more genuine worship, to lead with heart, and to trust in God's constant presence in our lives. If you felt inspired by this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content that transforms and enriches your faith. Click the subscribe button and activate notifications so you don't miss any new videos. And be sure to watch our next video, where we will continue to explore inspiring stories from the Bible that can renew your spirituality and strengthen your walk with God. To conclude, remember Asaph's words in the Psalms, "He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust." May this certainty strengthen your heart and illuminate your path every day.